Hello, welcome back. Felix here tonight on Stormclear. I want to talk about a few things. I just want to thank everybody for 614 subscribers, 525,000 views, 3,000 likes, 1,500 watch hours, and 1,000 shares, and also coming up to the 1,000 video mark. The channel birthday is also in May, which is coming up obviously quite shortly. So I want to do a special video for all of those things potentially, but I want to do a 2023 Storm video overview. I want to do a channel history overview. I want to do a mountain bike day video. I want to do some abandoned structures. I want to do some devastating storm videos and a couple other things as well. February 10th, because on holidays brought forward 3 weeks, will be the introduction of 4 shorts or videos a day. Mountain biking will be brought to the channel, cover unblocking videos, devastating floods and the impacts of that, daily weather updates and daily bird feeding updates. June will be when I introduce the den house, treehouse, and den building videos, possibly some mountain bike building ones as well, and racing. I will also be. I need to talk about some storm, 140 mph snowstorm that's hitting around the Wednesday to Tuesday mark this coming week. Heavy snow for my area. Monday, on and off Tuesday, Wednesday. Very heavy all day for Thursday as well as Monday. And then on and off Friday, and the rest of it to be confirmed. For February, we could see some very, very devastating storms, 180 to 200 miles, but 300 if it's out at sea. Like, we will see some devastating storms. It is just 100% going to happen. February went to have 27 degrees in the UK, 27 in London, 22 average across the rest of the UK. It will mess up the jet stream, mess up the nature cycle, and we're going to get some deadly storms from it. Rapid sea warming will affect the marine life, killing loads of them off. Trees will die from the rapid increase in heat and then the rapid reduction as this El Nino has a sudden warm spell and then just drops off a cliff, very cold throughout March. Towards the end of March into April, and then all of those April showers will be falling as snow at the moment. So it'll be a pretty devastating few months, really. There's actually a crash on our road the other day, 4-car crash pile up, which not too bad though, which is good. Along with all the roadworks, my council's actually asked or applied for £750 billion worth of funding from 2020 to 2040. We're 4 years in, and they've already managed to successfully get 200 billion of that. They've got, they have had 75 billion, 100 billion is coming soon, and 25 billion was just signed off. We're getting hundreds and hundreds of millions. If not, I think actually on the way to about 5 billion just for updating, renovating abandoned buildings, into housing and businesses. So out of that, we're going to get like 20 new roads and dual carriageways, motorways, first ever motorway, 20 high rises, tower blocks, skyscrapers. Half the city will be rebuilt, half my town centre is going to be rebuilt again. The council gets brand new offices again. 150,000 homes, 5,000 new businesses or upgraded businesses, 8 new railway lines, new docks, new port. We've got a lot of income coming. New schools, new hospitals. It's much needed. Like everything, 2 stadiums. The what else? Just ridiculous. Like everything you could possibly imagine that need upgraded, but basically getting upgraded. A lot since 2015 when they announced the redevelopment for the county, and then they announced that in 2020, because 2015 is when they secured 100 billion in funding, and so sorry, actually no, that's not right, is it? They're asking for 750, but we've secured 300 billion. Yeah, that's right. So they upgraded most of the city with that. About 50 billion was used in the city. 50 billion was used just for transport infrastructure, dualling, A roads that needed to be dualed, and all sorts of stuff like that. Really, they only actually dualed one of the sections of the major A road through the county, only about 10 years ago, really. Um, but they're going to be doing it again. They're upgrading it to 3 lanes now because just the population. Since they did that in 2015, actually, so 9 years ago when they introduced all that, when they started the population of one town didn't even exist. One town had a population of about 20,000. It's now 10,000. Sorry, or 15,000. It's now at 35,000. And one town had a population of about 17,500. It's now at 75,000. Yeah. They're actually meant to dual it from the major town north of us, through our major town, through the next one, and that's what they're meant to do. But now they're going to be taking it to town, which is actually going to be probably declared a city soon, because they're on the way to finishing 15,000 homes. So that'll home an extra 60,000 people. So that'll be 150,000 person town. It's got no dual roads through it at all. It's all single carriageway, making it one of the densest towns in the UK. With tourism, they can have upwards of 1 million people there at a time, and they literally haven't got a single dual carriageway. It's all single way roads. It's ridiculous. It is literally ridiculous. So they are planning on building a brand new road through there. They're making one of the roads up to 2 lanes, and then the A road up to 3 lanes all the way through, probably to the city, really. So that is about £50 billion project just to literally 3-lane the entire thing. We're getting some pretty big upgrades, to say the least. Our population will be 1.2 million by 2040, they predict. That's double what it is now. With the age of old people going up, they come to retire to the southwest. We are one of the prime locations in the southwest, and I think we are the second highest in the UK. Maybe in England, we are definitely second. I don't think we're quite at first, but we are up there. So yeah, our council's also just signed some deals with some major contractors for raw materials, which again the southwest is a big exporter of. So that'll provide an extra 500 billion over the next 10 years, which is insane, really. So our county's funding used to be about $1 billion a year. What we get in funding. We used to export about we used to give the government about, on the way to about 5 billion a year. We'd only get one back. They're making up for it, and soon what we give the government will go up to 50 billion a year. Yeah, that's right. Because of all these major investments they're making, a lot of big companies are moving down here. And yeah, we're going to skyrocket in what we give to government. And so our investment is also going to skyrocket, and we'll be averaging 500 billion a year. 500, no, sorry, not 500 billion, that'd be insane, 50 billion a year. So basically, what we give the government, we get straight back, which is nice. It's what it should be. Like, for a county, if they give what they give to the government, yes, the government, has to spend it in certain areas, but they should get at least, 75% back. We used to get less than 25%. We used to get less than 20% back, which is just not right. They nick out of our areas, make us poor, give it to London, or, Bristol, or Plymouth, or wherever, or the road infrastructure, and we're just left with nothing. Literally nothing. I know that, they've got to give it to certain companies, they help out other companies, the healthcare, our healthcare system is a lot nicer than America's. America, you pay for your own healthcare, which I think is unfair, because if you're born with some sort of disease, which is not your problem, it can make you, basically put you in poverty for no reason other than it was, it's not even your own fault that you're born with some not mental health problems, sorry, but you're getting screwed over for it with the cost of everything. Like in this country, the average X-ray costs about 10 grand, they say, and I'm like, can't be 10 grand, surely. It's like they literally said that X-ray would be 10 grand, and I was like, it can't be. But apparently it is. I don't know. I don't work in healthcare. I'm not interested in working in healthcare. Where some in and around that sort of area, yes, but not healthcare. I just can't deal with death. I mean, it doesn't really affect me too badly, but the stress is a lot higher than other services roles, so I'll go into them. Plus, there's actually a waiting list at the moment for NHS. The government just needs to let everybody in, but they've capped it, so they don't have to spend so much on it. But yeah, so we're getting 3 new hospitals. We've only got 2. We've actually got 4 at the moment, but we've got one major hospital. They're building another major hospital. We're getting 2 new air ambulances. While height restrictions for buildings is being raised from 50 meters up to 200. So we will start seeing some really, really tall buildings coming soon. We will start seeing some skyscrapers. It is just going to happen. Skyscraper hotels and residential towers and finance buildings will definitely come. Finance potentially will be around the 100 mark, but we will see some residential skyscrapers coming. It will happen. Private developers, they're going to build high, they're going to build at the city. Sooner rather than later, we could have 4 cities, maybe even 5. My town will probably become a city. The town near us will probably become a city. One town further out, and we've already got a city. So sorry, we'll probably have 4. But then there are 3 other major towns. Like in our county, we've got 6 major towns. Actually 8, but 2 of them are less major. So actually, we've got about 8 major towns, and 1 city. So I know one of them, at least 3 of them are on the books for being turned to a city, and they're the 3 main ones. However, there are some other ones which are on the list. So we'll just see. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. Please remember to like, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.